Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Toya T, and I'm on my bed, as you can see, and I decided to make this video. I said I was going to make a follow-up video after I did my defense, and there is video of parts of my defense when my dad has it, and I haven't got it from him yet, but I thought that since it's finally Wednesday, today's Wednesday, and I've had a chance to actually breathe and sit down and kind of take it in, I still can't believe that I finally defended. It went by quickly and not so quickly. And it went a lot easier than I guess I was going to build it up to be in my head. At first I was kind of nervous, but of course there always seems to be something that happens to break the ice for me. When I took my orals exams, which is our second exams, one of my committee members was late, and it started later than I expected, so that kind of helped me kind of get used to the room and made me less nervous when I took my orals exam. And of course, when I have my defense, I go to the bathroom. One of my committee members was coming from the bathroom, and she was like, there is a big dead roach in there and it's gross. And I go in there and I see this big dead roach and I scream, and I also think about, like, oh my gosh, of course on the day I defend there's a big dead roach in the women's bathroom. And we couldn't find one of my committee members. He was apparently in a different room, and so we started a little bit later than expected. So by then I had already gotten used to the room. My family was already settled in the room. My parents were there. My brother was there, and it gave a chance for some of my friends to show up. So shout out to Candace and Karen, who were also in the room, and my auntie Floriska that also was able to show up and was in the room too. So it was, by the time that we started, I was already very much settled. I had gotten through some of the jitters. I had set up my my presentation and was able to just really talk about my research in a very confident way. I really thought that I was going to be extremely nervous, but then again, I had to remind myself that, earlier this month, I actually jumped out of a plane. So which one is more nerve-wracking? Jumping out of a plane, which you guys have seen the video, or talking to 4 very respected scholars about my own research that I know way better than they do for an hour and a half. And obviously the jumping out the plane was way more crazy and scarier, so I was good to go. And also I reminded myself that I actually talk and have to answer questions weekly to my students on material that I don't know as well as I know my own research. And my students ask questions that are so out there, and they throw so many curveballs at me that there was really nothing that my committee members could have thrown at me that would have really thrown me off, seeing that I weekly have to teach students who know way less and have a little less tact about some of the questions that they ask. So it went by really well. I was very happy that I had a lot of support system in the room, and my support system actually outnumbered my committee, which made it so much easier. My aunt was sitting there making faces, and Candace was making faces. My friend Candace was making faces. My dad was like cheering me on and giving me fist pumps, and my mom was just sitting there smiling, and my brother was staring in his face, and my roomie Karen, who was there from the very beginning. We were roomies when I first started grad school, was just sitting right next to me, and it just felt good to be able to just come and have this conversation. And I successfully defended, and now I am Dr. Toya T. That I've always wanted to be for the last 9 years. I've come to the end of it, and now all I have left is to do some minor revisions on my dissertation and then deposit it and then get all those signatures, and I'm no longer a student at the Graduate Center at CUNY. And I just want to thank everybody that really supported me all along the way. It was not an easy process or journey, not at all. There were several times, I think I mentioned in my video about trusting your gut and asking for help, that I felt like I was going to quit and that it was over for me, and that I really wasn't going to come to the end of this. And it was just nice to actually get there and then just do it, and have it be done, and have them finally say, congratulations, Dr. Tavernier, and have that, that title that I worked so hard for finally be applied to me, and I'm just extremely happy. And I have like a really great thank you on my dissertation that I wrote last year, because I was supposed to defend last year, but you know, life throws curveballs at you, and you just have to be able to adjust yourself and knock it out the park, and that's what I felt that I did. But I want to give a special thank you for some of my friends that have definitely were ride and dying with me, with me. Like, that's real ride or die with me for the entire 9 years from 2005 until 2014. So, you know, especially to my roommate Karen, my former roommate Karen, thank you. My best friend Aisha, my best friend TT. A special thanks to my friend Winston, who, I mean, some of these people have already gone through that process too. I want to give a very, very special thanks to my editor, Christy, and to my committee members, Nancy, Phil, and Charles, and my chair, Vilna, who has just been a real backbone for me, and, you know, kept this still like a human experience where it wasn't just about the work, but actually, you know, also about me as a human being, and, you know, understanding that this journey, this grad school journey, this dissertation journey can take a toll on you. And it was just very comforting that she was able just to ride with me and not have any judgment. And when the times when I felt really low, that she was an ear and someone who gave me really sound advice. I also want to thank Haley House Bakery and Cafe in Dudley Square in Boston, for providing me with food and tea and a safe and friendly and loving place to do most of my writing, especially on those days when I just didn't feel like doing it. I was there all the time. They were giving me free food every once in a while, and, you know, coming and sitting down and talking to me, all the staff there. Thank you so much. I really appreciated all of the support that you guys gave to me as I was trying to get through the writing process. And I highly suggest any person, even if you're not a grad student, to go and patronize the Haley House Bakery. They have great healthy food, and they're awesome and friendly, and it's a great place. It's on 12 Dade Street in Roxbury, Massachusetts. And a special thanks to my parents and my family for being extra supportive during this process. And if anybody else that I have not mentioned, that I don't know, for some reason I'm like, my mind is blanking, but anyone else, don't blame me and think that I'm not appreciative of anything that you have done. It's just, I can't even think right now. My brain is finally starting to catch up with me, and I'm starting to get back to normal and getting back to my regular life. Seeing that after I defended, I had to go to work on Tuesday yesterday, and it was a long day, and I don't think my brain was fully functioning then, but now it's functioning, and I wanted to make this video and say thank you. And the process was long and hard, but I got through it, and there was definitely several things that I wish I had done differently, but I feel like I had to go through this entire process to kind of come out better on the other side and have a better understanding of what I want to do with my life. And I realized that I just don't want to be in academia like this. I don't want to do the tenure track thing. I love teaching. I love working with students. And I think my calling has always been to work with young people in some kind of capacity, especially helping them through the education system, because I've always felt very at home at school, and I love learning, and I just want to be able to enable other students to achieve their academic goals and to have a great educational experience. So even though being a tenure track professor is not what I ultimately realize is the best track for me, I know that I still want to stay in that kind of feel of working with students. And I think I had to go through all those ups and downs so that I can better understand and help others who are going through this process. And it's not easy to admit that, you know, it was not an easy road. It was not an easy road at all. It was very hard, very dark, very lonely. No matter how much support system that you have, it can be a very lonely process, and your inner critic is always the loudest out of all things. No matter how loud a noise can be, the inner critic in your head is always the loudest and telling you that this is not good enough, this is wrong, this sounds stupid, they're going to laugh at you. But it's about getting past those voices and being confident and being able to accept the help that people give you, and understand that when they tell you that you're awesome, you are awesome. So that's it for my video. Thanks for watching, guys, and for supporting. I'm actually at 500 subscribers now, at the same day that I got my PhD and defended my dissertation successfully. I hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you, everyone, for watching and sticking with me. This has been an awesome journey, and you know, please comment below. Let's talk, let's debate, let's speak on it. Subscribe, share with your friends, share with anybody that you think may get something from this. And I will see you guys a little bit later. Bye-bye.